Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. This is a very weird one for me because I just bought another monitor. Monitor number 1 is here, monitor number 2 is here, so sometimes you're gonna see me look this way because I'm looking at the other monitor, but this is where the new patch notes are. You guys probably don't care, so let's talk about the new patch notes. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger so everyone can see it a bit better. I heard that Rengar got buffed. I heard about that, okay? I have no idea how he got buffed or changed or whatever. But let's read through the entirety of this patch notes. So first things first, obviously they're gonna talk about Rengar, right? So try out the newly reworked, oh, he got reworked. Okay, try out the newly reworked Rengar to earn goodies. Fine. Okay, so what got reworked about him? All right, so Rengar is receiving his rework dispatch. We're reworking his abilities to allow for a variety of combos. His skills should also feel smoother as you pounce in and pounce out of bushes. His damage output will also be much more stable, allowing his opponents to understand exactly how much health they need to avoid getting bursted. Okay, his base stats. He gets 4 extra base attack damage, 0.4 extra per level. So that means it's gonna be 6 extra at maximum level. And then on top of that, another 4, so like 10 extra attack damage at max level. He gets more health too, 7 more health, and he gets more armor, 0.4. Okay, so overall, he's just getting, his stats are buffed. Unseen Predator. Okay, this is his passive. So this is new. If Rengar does not gain ferocity from his basic attacks, and at less than 4 ferocity, he'll be granted 1 ferocity instantly. I don't know what that means. The ferocity is one of his stacks, right? So I assume when you're just basic attacking an enemy or something, he just gets 1. If Rengar does not gain ferocity from his basic attacks, and at least... Oh, so if you don't jump on an enemy from out of a bush, he'll just get another 1. So now, also new, Rengar gains 30 to 50% bonus movement speed based on champion level for 1.5 seconds by casting empowered abilities. Okay, so he just gets faster now when he uses an empowered ability. All ferocity will be reset 8 seconds after staying out of combat. I think it currently resets a little bit faster than that. So, or is it similar? Not sure. Bonus attack damage gains from taking down champions. Oh, from 1 to 25, now it goes from 4 to 20. So this is actually a little bit better in case you're wondering. Because when you're at 1, 2, or 3 stacks, you're gonna get a bigger buff than earlier. Of course, late game it's a little bit less, but actually like this kind of compensates for all of it. He's just stronger now. Like he's overall gonna be stronger. Savagery, which is his first ability. So new, the first attack after casting an ability will always crit. Okay, what? All right. With its damage boosted by the crit rate, up to a maximum of 100% crit rate. So his next basic attack after his first ability is just simply gonna crit, and it's gonna do bonus damage based on how much crit you have. So, okay, I guess it's a buff. It does a little bit less damage to turrets now, so he takes turrets down a little bit slower. Damage of empowered basic attacks is gonna go up a little bit. As you can see, 40 to 160 is now 50 to 170. Okay. Damage of empowered basic attacks with ferocity, so that's with the empowerment, is gonna go up as well. The base damage goes up 25 to 35. Okay, I mean up until now it's just buffs. So the second ability, if the target dealing damage to Rengar is a monster, the Rengar restores 100% health equal to the damage he receives in the first 2 seconds. Okay, and they removed gains movement speed effect. Yeah, because he already gets movement speed now. Like look here, he already gets movement speed, so this doesn't really matter anymore. His third ability. So now new, casting Bola Strike, which is the third ability, reveals the vision around the target for 2 seconds. Okay, that's a buff as well. So like, I wonder if it's true vision, right? Like I wonder if it's like Ashe's third ability, because if that's the case, this is absolutely massive. But it also says around the target. So it doesn't just reveal the target, it reveals around the target. Bola Strike can now be cast during the leap. Oh my lord. So you can now just use it like a quick burst. While you're in the air, you can just throw it as well to immediately get that empowered attack. The damage also goes up by 10. Okay. And the damage with ferocity also goes up with 10. What is going on? Why is everything getting buffed? Like, is anything getting nerfed? The cooldown of the Earth ultimate goes down by 15 seconds at level 1 and then 5 seconds at the max level. And he gets more movement speed. What the hell? Where are the nerfs? He's getting buffed all across the board. The only nerf that I saw was his passive, which was where was it again? Like the passive, this one with takedowns. This is the only minor nerf that I saw. But it's like a minor nerf. What the hell? Huh. That's pretty crazy. Okay, he's gonna be very strong. I'm not sure if he's gonna be broken, but he's gonna be giga strong. Like, this is insane. Wukong, 100% getting buffed. He's giga useless. We're improving Wukong's survivability so he can last till the end of his journey. Yeah, I mean, he's giga useless. So yeah, he gets 7 health extra per level, which means at max level he's gonna have 105 extra health. Okay. His first ability, oh, it skills better. It does more damage late game now. Okay. All right. I mean, he's probably still gonna suck, but at least this is something for him. I think Zyra may get buffed. Yeah, Zyra's lack of damage has made her an unpopular pick as a solo laner and a support. We're boosting her damage because it's never too late for a flower to bloom. All right. So, Garden of Thorns, just the damage of her Thorn Spitters. So she always spawns Thorn Spitters. Those are like the little plants that she spawns. So they're just gonna do more damage. Ooh, this is actually quite significant. 5 to 75 depending on level to 10 to 80 plus 3% extra ability power. This is actually significant. Like, this will actually matter a lot with her. Pretty big buff if you ask me. Deadly Spines, which is I believe her first ability. It just does more damage. 10% extra scaling. By the way, I want to show you guys this. Again, I know some people are gonna hate it, but player versus fitness. Sign up for it. There's only 2 more days left actually. The 6th of September, we have like a bit of a discount on an 8-week program. Also, whoever gets the best transformation is gonna get 8 additional weeks for free. If you want to get a transformation like that one, the picture you just saw took me 5 months, in case you're wondering. It's not 8 weeks, but fill in the form below. Like, it's getting full. We have like, I think like 10 more spots right now for the next 8 weeks. So make sure you fill it in. I have a lot of meetings coming. So I think there's realistically actually only 5 more spots. You have to plan your meetings pretty quickly with me. So just fill in the form. We'll send you a link to plan a meeting if you truly, truly want to transform your life. So talking about transforming, you know, they're going to transform Akshan. Probably going to buff him, even though I think he's giga strong. While Akshan is performing well in laning phase, it's not translating to the late game. But you know what? I kind of agree with this. I actually kind of agree with this. He is very strong, but indeed in the late game, he may struggle a little bit. So we're improving his survivability to give him room to make splashy plays in team fights. He gets more armor, 0.4 per level, and he gets 0.2 more magic resist. Okay, quite significant actually. Makes him, you know, this actually makes him a lot tankier because he already gives himself shields all the time with his passive. So like you have to count this as well with the shielding. So this is actually a bigger buff than you would think. Avenger Rang. Avenger Rang. What a weird name. That's his first ability, right? Yeah, that's his first ability. It does more damage. So it skills harder, like 80 to 95 late game. Just a tiny little buff, I suppose. Oh, it does more damage to minions as well. So you can clear waves quicker too. Okay, good, I guess. His third ability. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay, this is a big buff. Oh, baby. The crit, basically, his crits are gonna do double the damage. Instead of 25% bonus damage, they're gonna do 50% bonus damage now. Well, it says 100, but it's like, that's how it works. And then with the Infinity Edge, it's even more. It's even more. If you are good with Akshan's third ability, this is a massive buff. Oh my god, I need to revisit Akshan because this is insane. This is a huge buff. I think Seraphine is gonna get buffed, by the way. She sucks. I mean, she doesn't. Actually, I'm gonna make a very specific guess. I think her damage output is gonna get buffed, but I think her second ability will get nerfed. That's my specific guess. So, Seraphine is a great medic, providing ample health regen to her teammates, which can be frustrating to play against. Oh, I was right about one of them. We're adjusting the amount of healing she's pumping out to give players more space for decision making when it comes to the right moment to heal. Oh, so they are nerfing her healing potential, but they're not buffing her damage. But yeah, I knew her healing potential was broken. Keys even told me, like yesterday. I was playing with him. I was playing Samira. He was playing Seraphine, I believe. He told me like her second ability is just basically Sona times 10. So yeah, the cooldown is getting nerfed a lot late game. 3 seconds in the late game. And the heal goes down by a lot. Instead of 7.5%. And mind you, this heal, I believe, increases for each ally that's close to her. So now it's only 5%. So yeah, she's not going to be able to heal as much anymore. Urgot is going to get buffed, 100%. Urgot can be oppressive in lane, especially to opponents that aren't sure how his kit works, me. We're adjusting his damage so his opponents can catch their breath against him. Oh, so they're nerfing him. Okay, I thought he would get buffed. Perch. That's his second ability? Oh, baby, that's a massive nerf again. If this is his second ability, right? They're halving the damage. Well, the base damage. So early game, you're just gonna do no damage at all. Alright, I guess. Viego 100% getting nerfed, by the way. I don't even have to tell you why. We're adjusting Viego's damage to make sure players are choosing the right time to go in. So yeah, so he gets 0.5 armor less per level. His Blade of the Doom King, which is his first ability, damage of passive basic attacks. So his basic attacks are going to do 1% current health less damage now, which is, again, a pretty hefty nerf. Damage of the second strike is going to go down too. Wow, second strike, that's like the double attack you do every time after using an ability. So it now does less damage as well. And then the active damage of the first ability, also goes down. The crit part is getting nerfed. So like going Collector on Viego is weaker too now. Heartbreaker, which is his ultimate, has a longer cooldown early game. And yeah, again, less crit, like less scaling with crit. I think these are actually going to put him in place. I genuinely think these changes will put, I think they will put Viego in place. Still think he's going to be S tier, maybe even S plus tier, but these changes will actually put him in place. Kayn is going to get buffed. I think Kayn is going to be brought back to the meta. He's a little bit too weak right now. The darkened form of Kayn needs to be more powerful to stay advantaged in teamfights. But that's the red form. So he has 3 extra armor. The darkened Sith. Energy gained by damaging melee champions. Oh, you can stack the red Kayn faster now. Energy gained by taking down melee champions, it goes faster. Health regeneration in darkened form, oh, it goes up to, he has 4% extra vampirism. Oh man, okay. This already makes red form significantly better. So damage in darkened form, yet again, this is the red form. So this, plus 6%, plus 0.06%, it goes to 7% now. Wait. Oh, target's health. So you're just gonna do 1% of the target's health more with the first ability. You're actually gonna do that damage twice, by the way. So just throughout the entire game, you're doing 2% of their maximum health as physical damage extra with every first ability that you're using. And mind you, that extra damage is also gonna translate into more healing. Okay. His third ability, he's gonna heal up more. Oh, that's his ultimate. Sorry, this is his ultimate. He's gonna heal up more now. He already basically goes to full HP, but now he's gonna go to full HP even easier. Yeah, this is gonna make red form really strong on Kayn. Blue Kayn is actually kind of weak right now, but this is actually gonna fix red Kayn for sure. Alright, we got gameplay changes, so it seems like some items are gonna get changed. Mortal reminder, we're buffing the armor penetration for the later phase of the game, as it can be hard for champions to deal effective damage to well-itemized tank champions. It has 3% extra armor penetration in the later stages of the game, so when you're like level 14, 15. Same goes for the Cyril's Grudge. Okay, actually makes sense. Like, tanks are very strong right now. This is gonna help ADCs a lot. Like, that 3% extra is definitely gonna help ADCs. Redemption. The redeeming enchant was not providing stable health regen to the team. We're reworking it into an item to provide more frequent and stable healing to the team. So the redemption enchant is gone. And now it's an item, which costs 2600 gold. It gives you 400 health, 300 max mana, 20 ability haste. And what it does is it heals all allied units in the range of 350 for 50 plus 6% bonus health every 8 seconds. So it's like a mini Sona second ability all the time. 50 extra health plus 6% bonus health. 50 health plus 6% bonus health. It's really, is it strong though? Every 8 seconds. I think if it was like every 5 seconds, it would have been good. Oh, If no allied champions are around, salvation will not be triggered. Okay, so you immediately heal up an ally if you get close to them. You know what? It's like, it's okay. I guess it's like a harmonic echo or something for tanks. The healing can get significant if you have like a lot of health. So I guess like if you buy a Heartsteel or something, or if you're playing Swain, it can be good, I guess. No, but it's not though. Like, okay, I don't really see how this item will be useful. I don't really see it, but maybe on Braum actually. Like on Braum, it could be useful. It actually, this item is useful against poking. If you're against a Ziggs, against a Varus, against an Orianna, against an Ezreal, you could go for this item as a support just to continuously heal up your entire team. If your team lacks healing potential, this item will be useful. But I think it still needs to get buffed. Oh my god, there's actually more to the item. That's why I'm saying it needs to get buffed. You restore mana equal to 15% of the damage taken from champions. When consuming mana, oh, that's the passive of the of this item. Okay. So it also just keeps consuming, it restores your mana and it restores your health. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. We're adjusting Ardent Sensor's base stats and ability to make sure it's providing benefits to allies. I mean, Ardent Sensor is already pretty good, but okay. It has 5 less ability power, 10 extra ability haste. They removed the passive when you heal or shield an allied champion, that you and the allied champion get attack speed, and that your basic attacks do bonus damage. And now, when you heal or shield an allied champion other than yourself, they gain 15 to 40% attack speed, so that's more. And the basic attacks do 20 to 40 bonus magic damage. Isn't that just a buff? Isn't that just a buff? But for how long? For how long? Because it says they gain this attack speed and their basic attacks will do magic damage. But for how long? And only they gain it. You don't gain it. I'm gonna assume it's they miswrote it and that it still should be 6 seconds. The thing is, you don't get this buff anymore, but only your teammate will get this buff. That's the difference. So you're essentially buffing your teammate more, which actually buffs this item, by the way. It's better. But again, I'm gonna assume it's for 6 seconds as well, which yeah, it makes Ardent Sensor better. Immortal Shield Bow. Immortal Shield Bow used to increase in value with crit rate, which limited its usage. We're removing the crit requirement as well as lowering the price so players can feel good about picking it up when they need survivability. So it's 200 gold cheaper. Damage that puts you on. So this is the old one that puts you under 35% max health, grants you a shield of 300 plus 3 damage every 1% crit. And now it's damage that puts you under 35% maximum health, grants you a shield equal to 250 up to 550, and it increases with levels. So that's a buff. That's a massive buff to this item. Like, all of this is a pretty big buff to the item. Rune changes. We're making Giant Slayer more focused on tank champions with bonus health. Okay, so bonus, instead of bonus damage is boosted up to 14% when enemies have 700 bonus health, which was completely broken, by the way. There we go. It's a massive nerf. So now the bonus damage is boosted up to 16% when enemies have 1600 bonus health. The reason that this is changed now is because whenever an enemy would buy Heartsteel or like a Warmog or something, they would already fully trigger this passive, the rune, sorry. And then pretty much every game you would buy a Giant Slayer. But now, if like an enemy Ezreal only buys a Trinity Force, which gives him 250 max health, you're only doing 2.5% more damage, bonus damage to him, which is not going to be as much as 5%, right? Which is already just almost as much as the other runes provide you, like Last Stand and Cup of Grass. So this is a really good nerf to the rune for sure. Lethal Tempo is probably going to get nerfed as well. We're changing the mechanism of Lethal Tempo so marksman can gain further attack range. Oh my god, is it going to give you bonus attack range? Which will be better for teamfights, especially with the attack speed stacks. So they removed the stackable attack speed, which can go beyond the attack speed limit, yeah, which can exceed your attack speed cap. Now you get stackable attack speed when attacking enemy champions. Stacks up to 6 times, same thing. At max stacks, you gain bonus range and can exceed your attack speed cap, so it's the same. But each stack increases attack speed by 10 to 18% for melee. Wait, what? It's more than before. It's 3 to 5% more. And same for ranged. You get more attack speed? Oh, you get more per stack, but you don't get 40% at max stacks anymore. So at the end of the day, you are gonna get slightly less attack speed in the late game. Like I can give you the full calculation, but basically you get 10% less attack speed in the super late game. You can do the calculation if you want. In the early game, it's a little bit more. You're missing, but you're missing 22 in the late game. In the early game, in the late game, you're only missing 10% attack speed. But now at maximum stacks, you gain 50 extra range as a melee champion, which is okay, nice. And you gain 75 extra range as a range champion. And just mind you, just so you can kind of understand how much this really is, every time Tristana levels up, she gains 10 range. So this would be the difference between a level 7 Tristana and a level 15 Tristana, which the range difference is massive. So, and like a Senna with 0 stacks and a Senna with 60 stacks. Actually, even close to 80 stacks. Yeah, 80 stacks. This is insane. This is insane. Like, I can guarantee you this is going to be broken. Like, this is absolutely insane. Lethal tempo. Absolutely insane. System changes. T-Hex mecha. Further optimizing the performance of the T-Hex mecha. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Skins. I don't buy Riot skins, so I don't care. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm looking over there, but I should be looking over there. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Player versus Fitness is going to be available below. Fill in the form if you want to transform your life. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.